goal, I felt that Liverpool were going to go on and win it. And I think that Liverpool looked a lot better in the second half. There was a 20-minute spell in the second half where Liverpool looked pretty good. And then Chelsea made the subs, Estevao, Gittins, I think Garnacho, and was it João Pedro that came off, or was it Neto that came off? I can't remember. And all of a sudden, the last 15 minutes was all Chelsea. And Chelsea definitely deserved to win that game, in my opinion. Chelsea worked incredibly hard. Moises Caicedo was incredible. The Esto cameo was incredible. Not just the goal, but he laid it on a plate for Enzo Fernandez, who maybe could have done better. The dribbling, the directness. I thought Estevao, for 18 years of age is he? Like, so young. Such a phenomenal player. And to be honest, I'm surprised he didn't come on earlier. I'm surprised he's not started games with Palmer out. And hopefully that gets Maresca to give Estevao a few more minutes, because I've looked at Chelsea and I think Gui and Estevao are two players that I feel like Maresca's not used a lot, particularly Gui, but Estevao I think could have played a few more minutes. And look, this Chelsea win is a lot bigger than you think. I want to talk about this Chelsea win. I want to break down the game. I want to break down what we learned from the game. So I don't just want to talk about Chelsea. I am going to talk about Liverpool. I want to talk about Gravenberch. I also want to talk about the negatives of Liverpool, how bad their press was in the first half. Gakpo, the passing. Oh my, Salah was awful, but Cucurella, credit to him. But I read that Chelsea only had 4 fullbacks from the 63rd minute onwards. And then
an ending to the game. Estevao in the final moments, securing Chelsea all 3 points. Enzo Maresca getting sent off, but he won't care whatsoever because Chelsea have grabbed the win in the most dramatic of fashion. And it's for Liverpool, it's another disappointing day. It's 3 games in a row now in all competitions without a win. And it almost feels like the slot machine, the system, the side that were so in control and so, I don't even know, what's the word? Confident and comfortable in themselves and the way they wanted to play, now just look like a bit of a mess. And it's quickly in danger of unraveling itself. But if we're looking at purely this game, I think you have to chalk this up to both a Maresca masterclass, but also from Slot, a disaster class in out-of-possession work. Chelsea today were so well drilled, and I think a lot of it has to do with the way Maresca set up his team. And there was a big inclusion in the starting 11 today, not just in terms of name, but in terms of position that had a lot of people scratching their heads when the game started. And that was Malo Gusto.
Said, nice one, brother! Chelsea, 2-1. Estevao, your beauty. Yeah? Hold that. Liverpool taking their own medicine yet again. You know what? I've got the next. Can I do a little something as well? I don't know. Amazing win. Smash the likes if you're buzzing, because I'm buzzing, and subscribe if you're new. Everyone knows that I like Chelsea. Yeah? And that was a performance. Yeah? Double overt. Who cares? Alexandra Isak, dodgy assist. Who cares? How about this? Chelsea were nearly robbed. Argue with me when Garnacho got 2 hands pushed in his back, running at full speed. How do you defend by pushing someone in the back? Let me know in the comments. I beg of you. I beg of you. This is exactly what was needed for the league. You sent Arsenal top. Might be your direct rivals, but they're not mine, yeah? In terms of obviously, no. But the humbling, and it's done by Chelsea in great fashion. Well played, Maresca, and everyone today, bar Enzo Fernandez, fair play. Fair play. And I don't even want to be negative. I really, really don't, yeah? But Estevao, you could just sense there was something in his game that was just, it was ticking every minute, right? And the substitutions, fair play. Because you know what? I thought bringing off Pedro Neto was absolutely horrendous. I'm going to break this game down first half by second half and whatnot and just do my best, right? But quick one. Is it just me? Or did João Pedro look injured? Like, when he was running, he wasn't even running at full pace. It's like he had an inverted kneecap, right? So the way I'm kind of viewing it, he wasn't fully fit. So that just makes it even worse to rub it into these Liverpool fans. But first half, my word, right? I've got some standout candidates for today. But Caicedo, what a goal, yeah? Van Dijk with that silly aura defending, and McAllister thought he could press him. No chance. When you're going to give a man like that, who is world-class space, right? He's good. It's only going one way. Everyone knows Caicedo, when it comes to them 3 long shots, he's hitting them straight top.
The Premier League title race is on. I can't believe what I'm seeing at Stamford Bridge. Liverpool have lost 3 games in a row in all competitions. Chelsea, one of the best performances they've ever put in the last 3 years, beating the champions of England, showing unbelievable mentality right at the end. I can't believe what I'm seeing. But for Liverpool, this is shocking stuff, and Arne Slot has a long few weeks to get things sorted. At least the international break is around the corner. We're going to break down all the goals and where this leaves both Liverpool and Chelsea. Make sure you subscribe. We are doing some match analysis, one of the results, one of the games of the season. But make no bones about it, the Premier League title race is on for Arsenal, for City, for Liverpool. Of course, they're still in there. But dare I say it, Chelsea, if they can put more of these kind of performances together, they really can beat anyone on their day. Make sure you subscribe, leave your comments down below. We had to start off in the first half where Chelsea, I thought, were very, very secure defensively speaking. Yes, Liverpool had some decent moments. Salah was running at the Chelsea back line, but it felt like Chelsea physically were able to match Liverpool today. I like the double pivot of, it was almost like Caicedo, Gusto, Enzo Fernandez, all coming very, very narrow, stopping Liverpool having too much play in the middle of the park. A lot of the balls were going out wide to Gakpo, out wide to Mohamed Salah, with no real connection into Isak. There wasn't that great partnership forming yet. It's still very, very early, and Isak obviously has a big moment for the goal later on for Liverpool. But you have to say Chelsea clearly worked on it, and having Gusto in there, Reece James in there, they completely nullified the left-hand side for Liverpool. Dare I say it, by the way. I thought Kerkez had a really flat performance. There was nothing coming from the left-hand side. It was all Mohamed Salah, really, who I thought had one of his better games in recent weeks. You have to talk about the man of the moment. Moises Caicedo, for me, is now approaching a level where he's world-class. He's the best defensive midfielder in the world. You can put Pedri above him. You can put Rodri above him. You can put maybe even Gravenberch above him in terms of what they can do on the ball as pure metronomes in those midfields that I'm talking about. But in terms of winning the ball with energy, with crisp tackling, with unbelievable levels of fitness, it's Moises Caicedo. He's the best defensive midfielder in the world, bar none. He'd improve Real Madrid. He'd improve Liverpool's midfield in a big, big way. And ultimately, we do discredit him on the ball as well. He's not Rodri on the ball, but he's not far off. He's very, very good passer of the ball. He rarely loses it.
Let's go! Let's go! Hold that, Liverpool. Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea turned up. I said it. I predicted it. Come on, Chelsea. Let's go. What a day. What a day. We win and Liverpool lose. Chelsea Football Club. Look, it's blue. The only time where the colours of this room will be blue. It is dedicated to Chelsea. Brilliant. Chelsea's youngsters, let's put it out there. Chelsea's youngsters came on and beat the experience, the champions, Liverpool Football Club that have spent money. Yeah, they have spent money this year. They were meant to go back to back. Well, how about back to back losses? Hold on. Bro, it would have been an injustice today. It would have been an injustice today for Chelsea to not get 3 points. Their stats may fool you. They may say Liverpool had more XG. They may say Liverpool had 12 shots. But you know what? Chelsea had 6 shots on target. They had the more opportunity. They had passes where they mishit. They had opportunities where crosses were coming in and Chelsea were not doing it. But you know what? Estevao! Estevao, the young prodigy, the young star, was here today when it mattered the most. You know what? I was worried, man. I was like, yo, winter's approaching. Is Estevao going to be ready for the winter, the cold? You know what I mean? We had a little good start, but I said, yo, Estevao, where are you? Instant impact. at the end to get the winner. And Liverpool did not deserve anything, bro. They tried to scam me with Gakpo. They tried to scam.
I told you all, didn't I? I told you all Liverpool would drop points. I told you to lose to Crystal Palace. I told you all they would lose to Galatasaray. But this fall off right now, I don't care what anyone says. This is a mini crisis from Liverpool Football Club. Right now, they are leaking goals at the back. Arsenal go into the international break top of the Premier League. Liverpool have gone from winning 7 in a row to losing 3 in a row. 2 back-to-back defeats in the Premier League, both away from home. They need to go back to basics. Been saying this for a few days now. Robertson and Kirkes, for me, it's simple. Robertson should be the number 1 left back. Conor Bradley should be the number 1 right back. Has there been too many changes? Is there too many new additions? What is going wrong? We're going to break it all.